Hi everyone, I'm your host Diva Danielle, and this is Community Link AZ. Thank you for joining the show. This is the internet show that's a resource for you to people, products, and services in your own backyard you might not even know of. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss an episode. Each week, I'll introduce you to someone who is helping to make a positive difference in the community. We're going to have some fun, learn something new, and connect in a positive way. Let's start the show. Hi everyone, and welcome to Community Link AZ. I'm your host Diva Danielle. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel. I hope your day's going well. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. It's nice to have you here. I hope you hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode. You can also follow my page on Facebook. It's Community Link AZ. If you're a regular subscriber, well, you're going to enjoy this interview I have today because I always bring you someone in the community who's doing their part to make a positive impact in the lives of others going forward. This is Glenn Spencer. He's the Executive Director of Aunt Rita's Foundation. Aunt Rita's Foundation, you're saying? What is Aunt Rita's Foundation? Well, today we're going to find out because when I told people I was interviewing Glenn Spencer from Aunt Rita's Foundation, that's what I got. Aunt Rita's Foundation? What is Aunt Rita's Foundation? So Glenn, thank you for joining me here on the show.
Thank you so much, Danielle. Thank you for having me here.
We're going to talk about the work that Aunt Rita's Foundation does in the community because a lot of people in this day and age think that HIV and AIDS is something of the past. But there are so many people in this day and age that are still relying on the services that you provide to help them move forward. So tell us a little bit about Aunt Rita's Foundation.
It's so true, Danielle. I mean, there's a perception that HIV is sort of behind us in the rearview mirror, and really the numbers are exactly the opposite. In Arizona, the new diagnoses have been increasing since 2011. And right now, Maricopa County is part of one of the federal ending the epidemic plans. And Maricopa County has one of the highest rates of new diagnoses nationwide. So there's a lot of focus on Maricopa County as well as the other 47 counties in the United States that have these high rates. So Aunt Rita's Foundation approaches the issue in really two different ways. Number one, we fundraise on behalf of the community. When we were first founded in 2005, we wanted to support the amazing HIV service programs that exist in Greater Phoenix. So these are prevention programs that help people get condoms or get on PrEP and prevent the transmission of HIV, or they're also treatment or support programs that are serving and providing services to people who are living with HIV. I'm living with HIV and was a beneficiary of one of many of the community programs, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing today, of course. So the fact that we can raise money on behalf of these nonprofits and support them is really meaningful. Aunt Rita's Foundation also has a number of its own HIV testing initiatives that are statewide initiatives throughout Arizona where people can order a free home HIV test kit through gettestedaz.org.
I want to stop you right there. He said a free in-home test kit because most people think when it comes to HIV and AIDS, because the research isn't something that you hear on the regular, they don't understand the progress that has been made. So some of these accommodations before, which probably cost individuals, are now free. So that's a wonderful thing to know about.
Yeah, I mean, and the home HIV test kit, a person can go to Walgreens or CVS and purchase one for about $45. But you can also order it from us for free.
See, that's good.
Gettestedaz.org. So it's an oral swab. So there's no blood involved. It is just an oral swab, and you put it in a solution. It's not so dissimilar from a pregnancy test. Put it in a solution, and you wait 20 minutes, and you have the result.
That's amazing.
So it's very, very simple for everyone to know their HIV status. And look, for anyone who is sexually active, the power is knowing your status. And if you're negative, well, then there are many, many programs also to help that person stay negative. PrEP. A lot of people don't know about PrEP, the one pill once a day HIV prevention medication. So it's covered by Access, it's covered by Medicare, it's covered by all private insurances. So people can get this medication, and it's 99.7% effective in preventing the transmission of HIV.
That's like on the money. 99.7%.
I could say 100%, but I'll say 99.7.
Yeah.
So, and then for people who do test positive, we want to help them connect into the services that are available statewide for them to get the medical care that they need and the pharmaceutical support that they need and the case management support that they need to help them thrive and live a full, normal life.
That's the important thing, so they can go forward and just be productive human beings in society, but have that sense of normalcy to live their life.
Right.
How can the community, because I'm sure there's people watching right now whose minds are blown just from the information you shared, how can the community get involved with the work that you're doing? Because you have some great things that help them to be immersed in Aunt Rita's Foundation, but also gives them an education that can help them or somebody else going forward.
Well, first of all, let me thank you also for working with us for our show last year. Red Press.
Yeah, it was good.
Our World AIDS Day Gala that you emceed, and you were phenomenal emceeing that show, and so it was very, very successful and supported our HIV and aging initiatives to support the older individuals who are now not dying from HIV, thankfully, but they're also aging and experiencing a lot of those aging-related symptoms. But our next event that's coming up that we're very excited for is AIDS Walk Arizona. Aunt Rita's Foundation returned AIDS Walk Phoenix to Phoenix after it had gone away for 4 years.
Oh, okay.
So Aunt Rita's Foundation brought it back in 2008. So this is the 13th year of AIDS Walk Arizona. It's on February 20th. And you can get complete information at aidswalkaz.org.
aidswalkaz.org.
And people can register. You can register your dog. You can register your child. So there's lots of different ways to participate. Of course, this year is going to be different because it will be a virtual walk. But we have a wonderful, wonderful video presentation that we'll be presenting on Saturday, February 20th at noon for everyone to tune in and watch and see some of the stories and why we're doing what we're doing to impact the community. For us, Danielle, AIDS Walk is our community fundraiser, so it supports our philanthropic giving throughout the community, supporting 14 partner agencies that are delivering phenomenal services in our community.
And these are helping individuals live their lives and have that sense of normalcy and just feel like everybody else, because that's all you want, especially when you're given a diagnosis that you have HIV and AIDS.
And Danielle, about 3 years ago, the CDC and Health and Human Services finally acknowledged this concept known as U equals U, or undetectable equals untransmittable. And so now science has proven that a person living with HIV who's on treatment, who's on therapy, and has an undetectable viral load, they have a very, very, very tiny amount of HIV in their body, so small that it cannot be detected by the most sensitive blood tests. And we now know that those individuals cannot transmit HIV sexually to a sexual partner. So,
technology, education, and information over the years, science.
And it's allowing people living with HIV to live that full life, to have normal relationships, to have children, right?
Yes.
So there are HIV positive moms that are having children and being born HIV negative, right?
That's a huge blessing. That's wonderful.
So it's a great time to be involved in this. We are focused on ending the HIV epidemic by 2030. We truly have all of the tools necessary to do that, and that is our goal.
And you're going to reach that goal.
Because
look how far you've come.
Right. Yes.
Well, Glenn, I appreciate you sharing the information about Aunt Rita's Foundation. Now you know, Aunt Rita's Foundation isn't a famous aunt that is cooking some good food. Aunt Rita's is doing their part to help individuals in the community affected by HIV and AIDS. You were fantastic. Thanks for sharing your information. Thanks for the science behind it, and thanks for the work that you're doing in the community.
Well, right back at you, Danielle. Thank you for everything you do for the community and helping to, celebrate the nonprofits in our community that are doing amazing things.
Because there's so many good ones out there.
Really are.
Before we close, I want people to know your website once again and where they can follow you on social media.
Yeah, AuntRitas.org. We also have Facebook and Instagram connections at Aunt Rita's.
See? Plain and simple. Feel good today. Thank you again for watching Community Link AZ. Again, Hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode. I will have another guest next week, but until then, this is Glenn Spencer with Aunt Rita's Foundation. Get to know them, support them, and follow them on social media. I'll see you next week.